Grab your pillow, chill with your boy Brillo. I'm back with another video. You come across it, like and subscribe, lock into the real. You know the deal. What up, though, YouTube? I'm back with episode 3, Opponents. And today we're comparing two characters from one from The Wire and one from Power. Before we even start, I already know two totally different shows with two totally different vibes. The Wire was, of course, more realistic. The Power is more like a show. The Wire was more like a documentary. So let's get into it. It's still fun to compare the characters. Today we got Tommy Egan, the Demon, versus the triple OG Avon Barksdale. Both characters had a lot of similarities and a lot of differences, but I'm going to break down and I'm going to tell you which character is most gangster. We're going by 3 categories. That's success in a game, fear factor, and smarts. We're going to come up and see who is the most gangster. Is it Tommy the Demon or the triple OG Avon Barksdale? Okay, first let's just talk about some of the similarities between the two characters. Both characters were true to the game and never had aspirations to do anything but straight hustle, straight selling that product. Okay, they both characters never really broke the rules of the game. Always kept it solid. Both characters had partners who switched up on them and kind of double crossed them. So they both fell out with their partners. So let's get into it. Smarts. I'm gonna have to give smarts to Avon Barksdale, only because now Tommy is just now showing his smarts. And when he has his own series in book 4, he's just now making plays and showing that he can actually think. Because when he had Ghost, he really didn't have to think. So let's just break down some of Avon's most memorable plays that I recall from him showing his smarts. Of course, just like Tommy, he really didn't have to do a lot of thinking because because Stringer Bell was the brains of the operation, so to speak. Just like Ghost was the brains of the operation. But when Avon was locked up and he wanted his nephew to get off the drugs while they were in together, Avon orchestrated a whole drug ordeal, a whole drug bust in which he had people dropping dead, and he managed to get himself out of jail quicker by hitting the whole jail system with the hot packs of bad dope. I don't think Tommy would have been able to make that play. When Tommy was locked up, before Ghost flipped on Angela, it was looking kind of tough. It was looking like Tommy might not stay solid. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know if you peeped that in season 1. Tommy's like, I gotta say something. I gotta say something. What were you about to say, Tommy? Was he about to flip? He really didn't get a chance to. So I gotta give smarts to Avon. All throughout the Wire series, Avon was making very smart plays. Also, just like Tommy, he was a very emotional person, but that was one of his best plays in jail. He managed to get himself out of jail and get his nephew off the drugs at the same time, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I doubt it if Tommy could have made that play. Now let's get to fear factor. I'm gonna have to give fear factor to Tommy. Even though Avon was a beast in the streets and he was well respected in Baltimore, Tommy Egan is like the boogeyman. He has to have at least 30 to 40 bodies throughout the whole Power series. The way he killed Proctor, the way he's indiscriminately, yes, he is definitely a demon. So he definitely has that reputation. I'm going to give that to him because simply he has more bodies. And in a show like Power, I get you're going to have more bodies, but definitely giving fear factor to Tommy, which brings us to the last category, overall success in the game. Now, after a little thinking, it wasn't that difficult for me to say I got to give it to Avon for most success in the game. Avon ran his organization. Tommy is just now starting to run his organization. He leaned on Ghost for the first 6 seasons of Power. He's just now stepping out on his own and becoming a boss. Avon was the number one dude for the Barksdale organization. Stringer Bell was still number two, even though some will argue that Stringer was actually the number one. Avon still called the shots. So even though Tommy might have had more money, because in a show like Power, of course, you're going to have more money, Avon, I would say, was more successful as a leader and as a boss. Tommy is just now learning how to become a leader. So there you have it, Opponents episode 3. Got Avon Barksdale over Tommy Egan 2-1. Gotta give it to the OG, because Tommy is still learning how to be a boss. Now, after we get a couple seasons of Force and see the moves that Tommy makes, if he's successful with all his plays, then he might be able to get the edge over Avon. But very similar characters, both true to the game. Both had partners who was trying to get out of the game, and Lightweight double crossed them. They're both, Avon got a Stringer killed, and Tommy definitely was trying to kill Ghost towards the end of the original Power. So a lot of similarities between the two. But yes, I got to give it to the triple OG, Avon Barksdale. There you have it, Opponents. Let me know that I get this one right, because a lot of people got on my head over the last one. They said that Stringer Bell should have been over Ghost. I don't know. So let me know if I got this one right. Is Avon more gangster than Tommy? Let me know in the comments. And if you come across this, show your boy some love. Go ahead and hit that like button. And if you can, hit the subscribe button. Lock into the real. You know the deal. Like and subscribe. You know the vibe. Holla at your boy Brillo on the next video.